Hi, welcome to the used vehicle buying crash course. And I want to personally thank you for your purchase. And I also want to personally applaud you for investing in yourselves to have the awareness of what to expect when buying a good used car, van, SUV, or truck for that matter. So you can make the best buying decision and get the ultimate bang for your money. I'm about to show you that you do not need any expensive tools, absolutely none, or even a mechanic to even help you to look for a good used vehicle. Would you agree that our vehicle is one of our most prized possessions? Of course you'd agree, right? I know firsthand how important a vehicle is to the family because I have a wife and two beautiful kids that I love dearly. And if I'm going out there to look for a good used vehicle, I want to make sure it suits them and it's going to be reliable and it's going to be safe. Listen, I have to tell you, boy, am I thankful for an invention like a vehicle, right? It makes our life easy. And a vehicle makes our life so much more easy that, we all know that whenever the vehicle breaks down, it puts a strain on jobs. And, some of us have probably lost jobs due to having a bad, vehicle that wasn't reliable and puts a strain on our families. Everybody begins to argue and fuss and fight. We're using one vehicle because that's the only car that we have to really use, and I don't want you to go through that. See, I want you to have a better situation that you have two cars or three cars and four cars that can work properly, and you would just be really, really happy with your buying decision. And we all know when a vehicle breaks down, it puts a real damper on the bank account. Money gets depleted. It's like it's going out of thin air. You're really wondering, why does it really cost so much to repair a vehicle? Well, let me tell you, it's getting more and more expensive as time passes, and these cars are more technologically advanced. They have so many more computers on them that it really, really costs that much. I had a situation one time where I was working on a BMW, and it needed a computer for the seat. You would not believe how much the computer cost for the seat. The computer was $1,500, and then you had to reprogram it just to make it work. So it just goes to show you that, cars are not cheap to repair at all. Well, I guess you're probably wondering, who am I and what makes me qualified to even want to teach you on this matter of how to, choose a good used vehicle for yourself. My name is Colin, and I have 12 plus years in automotive experience, working with companies like Nissan, Honda, Firestone. I was also the head mechanic at a small auto dealer that they just did not do business ethically. So, I was not safe. I didn't feel safe. Let me tell you a little funny little story. It's not really funny because my life was kind of in danger. A customer bought a used vehicle, and the vehicle was not what it turned out to be. It was junk, and they would not give the customer their money back, and the customer was so upset that they came back with a gun. Would you believe that? A gun. I can't almost blame the customer because I mean that's their hard-earned money. Not that I'm saying it's right, but I can understand the situation of feeling robbed and not being able to you know trust someone and take their word and allow them to give you something that's just pure junk. So, that's the little story that I had to tell you about that. After that, yeah, I said, yeah, it's time to go ahead and just move on. I even work for a high-end car repair shop that, repaired Lamborghinis, Bentleys, and Rolls Royces, Maseratis, and Porsches, even the Ferraris and Lamborghinis that you see on the road. I've worked on them. So I guess it's safe to say that I know the automotive industry really, really well. Um, I know you're probably wondering, what should I expect to learn in this used vehicle buying crash course? Uh, Here's what you should expect to learn. You should expect to learn how to pinpoint signs of a bad engine, transmission, bad brakes, steering and suspension, the cooling, uh, the heating, the tires, and even a very basic inspection that will tell you if you have a electrical nightmare vehicle before you spend your hard-earned money on it. I'll show you why you should only focus on a certain type of vehicle based on your income. Based on your income. People go out there and buy vehicles they have no business buying all the time. And also additional information such as a vehicle history report where you can get it for dirt cheap. I'm telling you, dirt cheap. And also what the lemon law really means. And my big secret weapon that I use all the time. I will show you how to get big name repair shops to help you in making a buying decision. Whatever vehicle that you choose, you settle on, I'll show you how to take it to those big name guys and have them, help you for free, for free basically. All right. So I know you probably have heard someone or known someone, or it was even probably you that got the bad deal, that bad car deal that just, it was a nightmare. You know those situations where you buy a vehicle and within days you have car trouble and you just said, why did I even just buy this thing? You knew it. A lot of us know it. We don't follow our intuitions and we know that this car is probably not the right fit for me. Um, what really made me make a decision to put this information out there and make this product to help people is because it's so sad to say this, but sometimes car dealers or private sellers don't have your best interest at heart. That's the truth. I have seen too many situations where customers do not know what they're buying. And it makes me so upset. I can't open my mouth right there and then and say, hey, don't buy that vehicle. And they just go and buy it. They buy it off looks. And all that person that's selling that vehicle is concerned about is making that sale. Well, you're wondering, how do I know that they just want to make the sale? Don't we all just want to make the sale when we're trying to, sell our vehicle? I've experienced this over and over throughout the course of my career, and I'm just really sick and tired of seeing it. Like, seriously, this is it's upsetting. Your hard-earned money should be put to good use when you go out and you look for a good vehicle. I often ask myself, why do people make this so hard? It's not hard. It's actually simple. You're saying that, hey, Colin, you're saying that because you know what you're doing. Yes, I know what I'm doing, but I try to teach people all the time how to inspect vehicles and they won't listen. And then they end up calling me and saying, look what I just bought. Then one day it hit close to home. My sister made a ridiculous, horrible car deal. I was supposed to be there to help her, but I was unable to do so because I was away for a few days. Uh, she was in need of a car right away. Plus, she had two young children and a job that was on her her behind, to get to work on time. And she just needed a vehicle right there and then. So she just decided she was going to buy the first thing that looked good. She bought that car and it started to break down within days of buying it. Oh man, it was bad. It was overheating, shaking, making all sorts of noises, and it was a mess, crying out for help. When I got back to see the car and checked it out, I could not believe what she had bought. I just knew, and I could just see it. I felt responsible. I have to tell you that because I felt like I let her down. My such a situation was not the first one. Friends and family members would call me to check their car after they had bought it, and it would just be a pure mess too. And I try to teach them all the time, but no one would listen to me. It's simple. I've bought vehicles in the past and was able to find a deal after deal after deal, year after year. So that is why I created this information course, to inform the masses that it's not as hard as it seems to inspect a used vehicle and find a great deal. Speaking of great deal, I want to show you my very recent purchase that I made. Just go ahead and check this vehicle out. This is my recent purchase that I made. It's a 2005 Dodge Durango V6 that I bought for $2,000. You believe that? I bought that for $2,000 back in November of 2013. In case you're wondering, how long ago did you buy that? Uh, how I did this is like all the other deals that I had gotten in the past, and I'm very happy with it. My family is happy with it, and it's been great for us. All right, enough about me, right? There are no more fluff and buff. I'm going to get right into the good stuff. I'll see you in the next video.